Hello, this is Kenneth 14621, and this is another rant or discussion. And today we're going to talk about freedom of choice. Okay, we've been talking about this in my philosophy class, but can everyone be just like anyone else? No matter what situation you're born into, no matter what the circumstances are, you can be the President of the United States. Or, whatever you want to say. Well, first, let's talk about reasons why. I'm just going to give my opinion on this. I personally don't think that everyone has the same road as everyone else. You know what I mean? And that it's just so easy to just be like anyone else. I mean, if you were born and your dad was a billionaire in the oil industry, or let's say, why don't we talk about a famous owner in football, Jerry Jones. If you're born Jerry Jones' son, well, Jerry Jones has his two sons working in his organization. See what I'm saying? They have like $1 million jobs where they make tons of money. Well, wouldn't you say if you were born Jerry Jones' son, it would be easier for you to be a manager on the Dallas Cowboys than if you were not? See what I'm saying? So really, before you look at someone who's homeless or someone who isn't quite as successful as you, and you sit there and say it's because the choices they made, well, maybe you stop and think about maybe it was the circumstances of their lives or something that happened to them that caused that. For instance, now people get a laugh at this, but let's talk about this seriously. Let's say you're born, okay, and this happens commonly. Let's say you're born and something happens. You get hit by a car or something. You hit your head really hard, and it messes you up for life. Well, your brother doesn't have the same thing happen to him, and he winds up being way more successful than you. Or let's say something that was luck. Like you got struck by lightning, and it messed you up for the rest of your life. But your brother didn't, and he goes on to be super successful. Well, that was that outcome was made by circumstances that were not under their control. See what I'm saying? And things like that happen to people. People say, oh, you have freedom of choice. If you're a bum, it's your fault. If you're an owner on the Dallas Cowboys, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Hooray, good for you. Look at all the good you did to get there. Must be a great person. You see what I'm saying? You see? And, I can't think of any really coy examples of this right now, but, that's why I don't judge people. I mean, whether you believe in the Bible or not, there's a great scripture in there that says, "Judge not, lest ye be judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured unto you again." See what I'm saying? So, we do have freedom of choice. I believe that. And, your choices, that's what, to me, the only thing that matters is whether people think you're a good person or not. You see what I'm saying? But where you're at in life, and some people never realize those cases where circumstances made those people that way. They never realize it. When they sit there and they judge everybody and they say, oh, you got a ticket, shame on you, you stole that gum out of the store, shame on you, and he didn't, so he's a little bit better than you, and you know what I mean? You look at you got caught jaywalking, shame on you, and all this stuff, and they classify all of society. There's 7 billion people on this earth, and they have 7 billion different slots for each one. And they're all classified in how good they are and they aren't. Well, I don't think that's right. And I think circumstances can greatly change your outcome. Anyways, though, that's my rant for today. Thank you very much.